So this practice has to stop. We have to recognize, to Claudia's point, that these immigrants are not a threat to any of us. In fact, on net, they are contributors not just to the economy, but to our safety and the security of our families and of our communities. So in an O'Rourke administration, the only case for internal enforcement is against somebody who poses a violent risk because they have committed acts of violence or are a known threat to our communities, not profiled based on their ethnicity, their country of national origin, or their religion. Those differences are not meaningfully, should not meaningfully be considered as factors in internal removal operations. So abolish those practices of ICE and return the security conversation to bringing people out of the shadows, allowing our immigration laws to reflect our values, our traditions, the reality that we see here in our communities and on the ground, working with partners in the hemisphere and the world beyond to make sure that we're a partner to address problems in the home countries that cause people to flee in the first place, and stop terrorizing communities the way that we're doing right now.
We end Trump's chaos on our border. So no more putting kids in cages or separating families or pushing asylum seekers back into Mexico where they are prey for criminal organizations. We make sure that we follow our own asylum laws. We reunite families. We speed those who have residency here in this country towards citizenship, and then bring millions out of the shadows so that they can register with their government, making us demonstrably safer in the process. And then to your question, we go to the root of the challenge that we have in the Northern Triangle countries of Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, work with local communities to reduce violence so that fewer families have to make the 2,000-mile journey to our country. In other words, our laws will match our values, the reality that we see here in our communities, and the best traditions of this country.